What's up, guys? Obviously, it's Captain Obvious. I got a Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary for you guys today. And today's topic is actually a really interesting one. I'm really excited to make this commentary about it. And that topic is gaming addiction. And I've been reading a few articles on CNN lately about this whole gaming addiction phenomenon. And how people in China and South Korea are literally treating people in hospitals for gaming addiction. And or what they call internet addiction, because internet's an encompassing idea where it includes gaming, Facebook, Twitter, social networking, YouTube, all this stuff. And it actually has a lot of interesting information regarding what experts these days are referring to as gaming addiction. And let's talk about that for a little bit. I feel like since we all are gamers here, we all have the same interests, that this definitely applies to all of us in some way. And I think it can make for a very interesting commentary and a very interesting topic at that. So let's get into it. The one biggest thing I see through the expert research in this article that I have right here, I'll be sure to link you guys to both of these articles down in the description below so you guys can check them out on your own time. But the two main things I'm starting to see here, A, is the relation of gaming addiction to actual addictions, such as drug addiction, sex addiction, porn addiction, and things like that. The other thing I'm starting to see is how they are noticing repeated behavior of these addicts that can be also related to how other addicts behave, and how they're actually comparing a literal gaming addiction and making it sort of exactly similar to the sort of actions that a gaming addict takes that other addicts sort of take. And there's this one interesting thing I found in this article, and I'll quickly go to it right now. It was this expert, I think he was from the University of Pennsylvania. He was saying that he's been looking at some brain imaging software, or not software, images, of trying to compare a brain of a gaming addict to other addicts. And as a matter of fact, if a gaming addict is literally addicted to video gaming and internet, they have pretty much the same behavioral patterns as a gambling addict. That is kind of weird. I would never think about it that way, of how a gambler can be related to an internet fiend. And it's all scientific, it's all based upon electrical waves and pulses in our brains. But I see how it can be related. I know that there's a lot of things in terms of how sex addicts are related to drug addicts, but I've never heard internet addicts being related to gambling addicts. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. But there's another article that I read. It was talking about the 5 warning signs of gaming addiction. Now, this is the other thing that I've been noticing a frequent pattern of in this hot topic of gaming addiction. And the 5 warning signs can basically be described as encompassing any sort of addiction, but I want to touch on these 5 warning signs individually in regards to gaming itself. Now, the first one is a disrupted regular life pattern, and I'm going to read out the description that the article says. It says, if a person plays games all night long and sleeps in the daytime, that can be a warning he or she should seek professional help. Now, this is nothing that I can relate to. I don't have this problem where I stay up all night long and sleep during the day. I sleep at night, and that's when I sleep. That's when my body's accustomed to it. That's when most people's bodies are accustomed to it. But in the rare event that somebody actually disrupts their sleeping pattern to adapt and be able to play games more, just as weird. I don't understand it. It's just a mind-boggling thing about how somebody could stay up all night and change their literal instinctive pattern of sleeping just based around video games and the internet. It's seen in drug addicts, it's seen in sex addicts, gambling addicts even, and possibly even any other kind of addict out there. But internet gaming? I can't fathom how somebody can play an internet game, be on the internet for so long, that they have to, physically disrupt their sleeping patterns just to adapt and get the full thrill out of their addiction. Alright, so number 2 is if the potential gaming or internet addict loses his or her job or stops going to school in order to be online or to play a digital game. Now, doesn't really fall on the addict themselves if they're still under the care of their parent or guardian. In my case, that is true. I mean, I'm still in high school, so I still have my parents there to support me in getting me through the day, making sure that I do everything that I'm supposed to be doing, going to school, going to work, and things like that. Admittedly, if I did not have such caring parents, I would probably miss work sometimes or be late to work sometimes because I'm so focused on getting my videos out, dedication to these videos, playing video games, and things like that. Admittedly, it's true. It's a problem. I experienced it. People experience it. I've experienced it in the past, worse than I have right now, and it's bad. I mean, the fact that people push off their entire lives, be it family, boyfriends or girlfriends, and just relationships in general, just to play games, it's bad. I mean, I've done it in the past. I've lost friends because of my addiction to games. I'll admit it. In the past, I was literally addicted to video games. I'm not anymore, but I was. Like 3 or 4 years ago, I was addicted to GameCube. Believe it or not, when I was a younger kid, I would not stop playing GameCube. Alright, next topic, or next bullet. Need for a bigger fix. Does the gamer have to play for longer and longer periods in order to get the same level of enjoyment from the game? Now, this one right here is one of those things that I cannot agree with. I just don't see how people can assume this based upon gaming patterns. Now, I don't have a need for a bigger fix. I don't have to play games for longer to get the same thrill out of, shooting someone in the face with a sniper rifle. That is just a generalization of addiction in general. The need for a bigger fix is something that is seen in all addictions. So they have to point it toward gaming because as long as it is they're actually trying to make gaming and internet addiction an actual disorder. And I believe this bigger fix thing is needed as a symptom to actually have it considered a disorder in the medical world. So I don't agree with that as much. I don't have the same need for a bigger fix of gaming. Maybe you guys do. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have that need just to play games more and more, just to get the same thrill out of it. Number 4, and this is one I experience a lot. Withdrawal. I can't talk. I can't pronounce that. Some internet and gaming addicts become irritable or anxious when they disconnect or when they are forced to do so. I've experienced this in the past. I'm going to quickly touch on this topic, but I've done it before. I know for certain every single one of you guys, after stopping gaming for a few days, you just don't know what to do. You become anxious. You just got to stop or keep moving. You don't know what to do with your life. I've done it. I've had no idea what to do. I just, sit in my bed if I can't play games. I don't know what to do. It's just because it's such a change in my lifestyle. From always gaming into not, it's like life-changing in terms of the way that you act after that period of not gaming. And 5, cravings. Some internet and gaming addicts experience cravings or the need to play the game or be online when they are away from the digital world. I have that. When I'm sitting in the lifeguard chair at work, I just want to be home making YouTube videos or be home playing video games. It's something I do. It's part of my life. And admittedly, I always want to be gaming. Unless there's something more important I should be doing. But almost all the time, gaming is on my mind. And I know for a lot of you guys, that is true as well. So, unfortunately, these aren't, specific things to gaming in terms of the signs of gaming addiction. But they're generalized, and I feel like I covered this topic very well. I really want to know your thoughts on this topic down in the comment section below. I feel like this is a very nice conversation starter for you and I to get started with. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it got your mind thinking regarding this topic. And like I said, comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys' thoughts about this topic are. Remember to follow me on Twitter. The link is down in the description. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.